Hey there, all you motivated go-getters. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something truly revolutionary for you. We're diving deep into The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Get ready to unleash the secrets that can transform your life. Let's break it down for you. Chapter 1. The Habit Loop. How Habits Work. In the first chapter, Charles Duhigg introduces the concept of the habit loop, which consists of a cue, routine, and reward. He explains that habits are formed through this loop, with cues triggering routines and rewards reinforcing the behavior. Duhigg provides examples of everyday habits, like brushing your teeth, to illustrate how this loop operates in our lives. Understanding the habit loop is crucial for making positive changes in our behavior. Chapter 2. The Craving Brain. How to Create New Habits. Chapter 2 delves into the concept of craving and its role in habit formation. Duhigg argues that to create new habits, we must develop a craving for the reward that follows the routine. He illustrates this with examples of individuals who successfully transformed their lives by embracing new habits that fulfilled their cravings. This chapter highlights the importance of identifying what drives our habits and using that knowledge to make constructive changes. Chapter 3. The Golden Rule of Habit Change. Why transformation occurs in the third chapter. Duhigg explores why some habits are more changeable than others. He introduces the Golden Rule of Habit Change, which involves keeping the same cue and reward but changing the routine. Duhigg argues that understanding this rule can empower individuals to transform their habits effectively. He emphasizes that change may not always be fast or easy, but is entirely possible with the right approach. Chapter 4. Keystone Habits, or The Ballad of Paul O'Neill. Which habits matter most? Chapter 4 discusses the concept of keystone habits, which are small changes that lead to significant transformations. Duhigg tells the story of Paul O'Neill, former CEO of Alcoa, and how his focus on workplace safety became a keystone habit that improved the company's overall performance. This chapter highlights the power of identifying and changing key habits that can have a ripple effect on other areas of life. Chapter 5. Starbucks and the Habit of Success. When willpower becomes automatic. Duhigg explores how organizations like Starbucks use habits to achieve success in Chapter 5. He emphasizes that habits can make willpower automatic by turning routines into second nature. The chapter provides insights into how companies can leverage these principles for business growth and how individuals can apply them in their personal lives. Chapter 6. The Power of a Crisis. How Leaders Create Habits Through Accident and Design. In Chapter 6, Duhigg examines how leaders can create and shape habits within organizations, particularly during times of crisis. He discusses how leaders can influence change both intentionally and unintentionally, and the impact of their actions on an organization's culture and habits. This chapter underscores the role of leadership in fostering positive habits and adapting to challenging situations. Chapter 7. How Target Knows What You Want Before You Do, When Companies Predict and Manipulate Habits. Chapter 7 delves into the world of data and how companies like Target use it to predict and influence consumer habits. Duhigg discusses the ethical implications of such practices and encourages readers to be aware of the ways their habits can be manipulated by businesses. This chapter serves as a cautionary tale about the power of data in shaping our choices. Chapter 8. Saddleback Church and the Montgomery Bus. Boycott. How Movements Happen. Duhigg explores the formation of social movements in Chapter 8. He uses examples like Saddleback Church and the Montgomery Bus boycott to demonstrate how collective habits and community support play a crucial role in creating successful. Duhigg explores the formation of socio-movements in Chapter 8. He uses examples like Saddleback Church and the Montgomery Bus boycott to demonstrate how collective habits and community support play a crucial role in creating successful movements. This chapter sheds light on the dynamics of social change and how habits can unite people for a common cause. Chapter 9. The Neurology of Free Will. Are we responsible for our habits? Chapter 9 delves into the science of habit formation and free will. Duhigg discusses the role of the brain in shaping habits and raises questions about personal responsibility for one's habits. He argues that understanding the science of habits gives individuals the freedom to change their behaviors and take control of their lives. Chapter 10. The New Habits of Thought. How contemplation becomes routine. The final chapter explores how thinking patterns can become habits. Duhigg discusses the importance of mindfulness and contemplation in breaking old thought patterns and forming new, healthier ones. He emphasizes that with effort and time, individuals can change their thought habits for the better, leading to personal growth and self-improvement. Accountability lessons. Now, let's talk about the accountability lessons from the power of habit. First, recognize your habit loop. Second, create a craving for positive change. And third, understand that small keystone habits can lead to remarkable transformations. Leadership takeaways. As leaders, remember that you have the power to shape habits in your organization. Encourage a culture of positive habits, especially during times of crisis. And harness the insights from data to predict and influence habits in a responsible manner. That wraps up our executive review of the power of habit. I hope you found this breakdown insightful. Remember, the power to change your life lies within your habits. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more motivational content, and as always, let's go, and I'll catch you in the next one.